Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at Golurk today. This is one of the first times we've actually ever used this or made a video about it. I'm pretty sure, so let's have a little fun here. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. This is going to be your Halloween special. So let's see what Golurk's going to be able to do here. And of course, the first freaking battle that I use with it, I go up against a Jellicent. Of course. So Golurk is going to be ground and ghost type. You would think something that looks like this, you know, big and intimidating, muscular, would have some decent defense or be able to take a hit, right? No, not this thing. Can't really take a hit whatsoever, but its quick move is doing a ton of damage, and with all the poison type around, it's going to be doing pretty good here. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on. We're going to be pairing it up with the Shadow Gramble, and then later down the line, we're going to put the Dragalge, and that's Genesect with the Ice is also going to be on the team. So let's go. We're back up against the Jellicent here. I was a little annoyed. I was like, come on. First battle Jellicent, that's the first time I've seen one of those. So we swap into our Genesect with the Ice on it, and we're just going to go straight for that because we're going to be doing more damage. Magnet Bomb is still going to also be doing a ton of damage, but let's go ahead and go for the big one. They hit me with a Crunch. Okay, sounds good. Can we get to that charge move? Unfortunately not, because Drapion is a charge king. And we're going to be shielding up an Aqua Tail. That's okay. Building up a little extra energy. We're not getting to another charge move. If we do, that's going to be crazy. Yeah, they're going down. They let it go. They're holding their shield for their Jellicent here. And we still have the Golurk lurking in the back. So they're going to be throwing their energy here. The quick move on Golurk does a ton of damage plus stab. Are we going to be able to take the win here? And we are farming them down. I couldn't believe that win there. Made me extremely happy. All right, moving it on to the next one. Finally, all right, we got a good lead here up against Muck. I say finally as if it was taking forever. This is the second battle in here. All right, so yeah, they're taking a lot of damage from the ground, but we do have to look out for the dark because we're weak to that as our ghost typing, right? Gonna go ahead and throw a Shadow Punch here, and we do have Dynamic Punch as well, just to give us some coverage. I figured, you know, we don't need the Earth Power because we have the Mud Shot that's doing so much, so there's no need. So they swap into their Giratina, we bring in our Shadow Gramble here, and we're just doing a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. Shadow Sneak probably would have been enough to take us out. We want to win that matchup. Even though we're losing both of our shields, we're going to probably get one right here. Going to go for the Crunch because we don't really want to lower our stats, and we're getting that last shield, and they're farming us down here. Golurk, we're going to bring in the Genesect. They immediately swapped into their Sylveon, and this is just perfection. You already can see where this is going here. Super effective Magnet Bomb, swapping into the Golurk, and they said, nah, I'm good. I don't want to have anything to do with that thing, and we take the win. Moving it on to our next battle, we're going to be seeing a Escavalier. So this is actually a pretty interesting matchup here. We just have to look out for Drill Run, but they're going to be swapping into their Giratina. Okay, sounds good, and here we go with the Gramble. Shadow. One of my favorite Pokemon. I really want to power up my Shadow. 98. So did they just get the freaking boost right there, folks? They go for another Ancient Power, and we're able to charm them out, and we have a charge move ready to go. We are down a shield, but we're probably going to be getting one right here when we go for the close combat on this Escavalier, and there you go. Bringing Golurk right back into this fight here as we do resist the counter. Drill Run's not going to be enough to really bring us low enough for them to counter us down here, but we still shielded up just to preserve our health. And they swap. We're going to go for a Dynamic Punch. It's going to do a lot to those dark types, and there is that Muck. Yes, Earth Power would have been handy as well. I just want to go with the Dynamic Punch. That's what it is. So bringing in the Genesect. Love this thing here. Super spammy, and it hits very hard. So as far as taking a hit, yeah, it's okay. Going straight for the Techno Blast. Doing a lot of damage. No more shields. We're going to be going in here and farming down, but they go for an Acid Spray. We farm them down. Can we get to the Magnet Bomb? And we do! Just in time, and it looks like Golurk is going to be able to farm down this Escavalier here. Drill Run is not going to be enough to take us out, and I was just saying, come on, survive, big guy. Give me a break, and we do just barely in taking that win. Moving it on to the next one, up against the Buzzwole outfit, and you better believe they are going to have a Buzzwole in the back. So we have another good lead here up against the Muck, but at the same time, we also have to look out for the Dark, right? It's going to be pretty much just one-shotting us here. So we will be shielding it up. We have to potentially call an Acid Spray, but we called the Dark Pulse correctly. Great. And they swap into another Giratina. And here, this is why we have the freaking Gramble. Okay. All right. And it has Dragon Breath, so we don't need to shield any of this up. Plus, we've already used the shield, so it's pretty bad. All right. So they go for a Dragon Claw, and they just kind of tickled us here. Going for a Crunch, because that's basically going to be enough to take them out, even though they are Dark type. and they're shielding it up. Can we charm them all the way down? We do. What is in the back? Show me. It's that Buzzwole. There you go. And they're still holding it down. I mean, a lot of people would have backed out at this point, but they're still going strong, so you got to give them props for that. All right, so the Golurk is actually going to be resisting everything the Buzzwole does have to throw at us here, so we're going to be fine. Hitting us with the lunge, lowering our attack, but we're still doing a decent amount of damage. And before they do go down, they're going to be throwing one more charge move, and it is going to be a superpower. And we take that win. Golurk, thank you very much, buddy. Moving it on to the next one. Dragalge is going to be making its entrance towards the end, and it's only going to be like a couple of battles, if not just one. So we have a Nidoqueen lead. This is what I was waiting for. Let's go. All right, this is great. So we're just going to have a little fun here. I mean, at worst, Earth Power, right? That's pretty much what we have to look out for. And that's still not going to be enough because the quick move is just not enough here, right? So farming them down, and we have a decent amount of health. Yeah, you know, second thought, you may want to go with Earth Power, okay? If you're going to run this, yeah, go ahead and try Earth Power. It's not a horrible decision that I went with Dynamic Punch, but yeah, just a little heads up there. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Genesect and farm them down, or at least let's see if we can. That's going to be quite a bit of farm here. Shielding this up and letting this one go. I think this might be an Acid Spray. Nope, another Dark Pulse, okay. And they have a Drapion in the back, so we're going to go for the Magnet Bomb and just start doing this damage like crazy here. See, our Shadow Gramble is still going to be able to do a lot of damage to the Drapion. We are obviously going to be taking super effective damage from the Poison typing, so we have to look out for that, right? While the Genesect does resist it. Going for another Magnet Bomb, and we are getting a shield. I'm going to catch. Let's go. Did we catch a Crunch, folks? Let's see what happened here. Oh, right. Catching a not very effective Crunch. I felt pretty happy about that one. Unfortunately, they're probably going to be able to get to a Sludge Bomb here, and this is going to be enough to obviously take us out easy. But it's another Crunch. Oh, shoot. What's going on? We have a charge move ready to go, and we go for the close combat with 1 HP on the Gramble. Are you kidding me? Shadow Gramble putting in that work. Let's go. The old taparoo. Next battle, we're met with an Obstagoon. Now, this is a very interesting matchup here. Let's see how this does work out. So, Dynamic Punch. This is where it's going to come in handy. Ah, shoot. Okay, so they might think we have Earth Power. We let that first Night Slash go, doing over half of our health. Okay, going to go straight for that Dynamic Punch and one-shotting it. Well, plus the quick moves that we did have. They're bringing in a Gengar, and we bring them down to about half health just with our quick move in that few seconds that we were in there. Bringing in the Gramble because we're in a bit of a predicament. While the Charm is resisted by the Gengar, it's still going to be doing a decent amount. Shielding up the Sludge Bomb, and they have a Nidoqueen in the back. And I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing? Swap! So we farm up a little bit more energy on our Gramble here and bringing in our Genesect. And we're taking an Earth Power. I don't see how this is going to be a win here, folks. What do you think? Let's see how we could potentially pull this one off here. We're going to have to keep on baiting. So I think we should let this go and call a Poison Fang. Otherwise, yeah, we need to still hold on to that shield, right? Or at this point, it's like a little too late. What's the Gramble going to do? I mean, it's going to get Poison Jab down. But remember that energy that we did gain? Oh, yeah, you better believe it. So now we're going to go ahead and use that shield. I'm thinking Gengar is going to Shadow Claw me down. I mean, there's nothing I can do here. Going for the Crunch to take out this Nidoqueen, and it's going to be pretty interesting. Taking them out, a little bit of health left, and we charm down the Gengar and have a double KO. That was a good game. Let's get it. Moving it on here, we're going to be met with a Muck. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. And they're always going to stay here because they also are super effective to us, so it's not like the worst case scenario for them. We're doing a lot with our quick move, but we're also going to be having to use a shield if we want to win this. So they're pulling a shield from us and swapping into Giratina Origin, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Gengar here. Since that was way too quick, we're going to let it go, calling that obvious ominous win and farming them down. We are down to shield, but hey, it is what it is. They're bringing in their Muck, and we're going to be able to get to a Crunch, which I would assume they're going to be shielding up here. But at the same time, they're going to be able to farm us down, and now the Dragalge is on the team. So I do bring it in to farm them down because at least we can let this go and not take super effective from the Dark Pulse. And if they go for Poison, well, that's not very effective. And they have a Gengar in the back, and I already can see where this is going. Let's go. Give this video a thumbs up for Golurk, folks. We swap into it, go straight for the Shadow Punch, and we're going to be able to take this win here. We still got one more battle for you, though. And going for another Shadow Punch after all that energy we did gain. And Golurk putting in the work. It was a really fun Pokemon to use. Definitely give it a shot if you have one lying around and take advantage while they're out there. All right, for our final battle, we're met with a Mandibuzz. So we're going to swap into our Dragalge and have a little fun here. This thing is newly powered up. I did have it XL, but I was just able to, well, it's probably been ready for a while. I just recently powered it up again, and it landed right on 2500, which is freaking awesome. So we're going for the Outrage. Unfortunately, they are shielding it up, but that Dragon Tail is really digging into that tanky Dark type. Going for another Dark Pulse, and knowing that it's going to take them a minute to get there, I decided to go ahead and shield up so we can potentially outpace them. This is not going to KO. Can we farm them down though? Fantastic, beautiful. So we got rid of the Dark type. They're definitely going to have something to protect themselves from some sort of charm. So Granbull's going to probably have a little bit of trouble in the back here, but we're looking pretty good. We're getting a shield. They're not going to be able to farm us down because we do resist that quick move. So they're going to be kind of forced to throw here, hitting me with a crunch. We're going to bring in the Golurk because look at that damage we're doing with the quick move here. Now we do have to shield this up because if we don't, that's going to pretty much bring us down into the red. Yeah, so they have a Scrafty in the back, and you already know that's about a wrap. Look at that damage, ridiculous. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there, and I'll catch you all on my next one. Take care, trainers.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!